Maize is one of the world's most vital staple crops, providing food, feed, and income for millions of farmers. But did you know that up to 30% of harvested maize can be lost due to poor post-harvest handling? These losses don't just impact food security, they also mean missed profits for hardworking farmers. If you're looking to maximize your maize yields and keep more money in your pocket, mastering proper post-harvest handling is essential. Today, we'll explore the most effective methods to minimize losses and ensure that your maize harvest is stored, processed, and marketed for the highest possible return. Let's begin with the importance of timing. Harvesting maize at the right moment is crucial. If you harvest too early, your maize will have high moisture content, making it more susceptible to mold and spoilage. If you wait too long, pests and unpredictable weather can damage your crop. The ideal harvest time is when the husks turn brown and the kernels are hard, typically when grain moisture content drops below 20%. Using a simple moisture meter can help you make this determination accurately. Once your maize is ready, the next step is proper harvesting techniques. Manual harvesting, using sickles or by hand, is still common in many regions. It's important to avoid damaging the cobs during this process, as injuries can become entry points for pests and fungi. If you're using mechanical harvesters, ensure that the equipment is correctly adjusted to minimize kernel breakage. After harvesting, it's time to focus on drying. Maize with high moisture content cannot be stored safely. Traditional sun drying is widely practiced. Spread the cobs or shelled grains in thin layers on a clean, dry surface and turn them regularly to ensure even drying. While sun drying is cost-effective, it does carry risks. Unexpected rain, contamination, and pest infestation can all reduce the quality of your maize. Where possible, invest in modern drying technologies such as solar dryers or mechanical dryers. These methods provide faster and more consistent results, reducing the risk of spoilage and mycotoxin contamination. Once your maize is dry, ideally at a moisture content below 13%, it's time to shell the cobs. Shelling can be done manually or with a mechanical sheller. Mechanical shellers save time and reduce labor costs, but make sure they are properly maintained to prevent excessive grain breakage. Broken grains are more likely to develop mold and attract insects during storage, so handle your maize with care during this step. Cleaning is your next priority. Remove all debris, chaff, and damaged grains before storage. Clean maize not only fetches a higher market price, but is also less likely to suffer from pest infestations. Simple winnowing or sieving can help you achieve a cleaner product. Now, let's talk about storage, the critical step that often determines whether your maize remains profitable or not. The goal is to protect your maize from moisture, pests, and rodents. Traditional storage methods, such as granaries or raised platforms, offer some protection, but modern hermetic storage solutions are far superior. Hermetic bags and airtight silos create an oxygen-poor environment, preventing the growth of insects and molds without the need for chemical pesticides. These storage options are an investment, but they can pay off by preserving grain quality for many months, allowing you to sell when market prices are at their highest. Regular monitoring is essential. Check your stored maize frequently for any signs of moisture buildup, pests, or rodent activity. Prompt action can prevent small problems from turning into major losses. Simple practices, such as placing traps or using natural repellents, can help keep rodents at bay. Another key to post-harvest success is value addition. Instead of selling raw maize immediately after harvest, consider processing your grain into products like maize flour, grits, or animal feed. Value addition can significantly increase your profit margins and open up new market opportunities. Small-scale milling equipment is now more accessible than ever, and forming cooperatives with other farmers can help you share the cost of these machines. Marketing is the final piece of the puzzle. Don't rush to sell your maize right after harvest when prices are typically at their lowest. With proper storage, you can wait for the off-season when supply decreases and prices rise. Build relationships with buyers, wholesalers, and processors throughout the year. Stay informed about market trends and use mobile apps or local information hubs to track prices in real time. Presentation matters as well. Clean, well-packaged maize always attracts better offers than poorly handled grain. Let's recap the key steps for maximizing your profit from maize post-harvest handling. Harvest at the right time, dry your maize thoroughly, shell and clean it with care, store it using modern pest-proof methods, add value where possible, and strategize your marketing. Each of these steps plays a vital role in reducing losses and increasing your income. It's important to remember that investing in better post-harvest practices often pays for itself many times over. Even small changes, like using improved drying mats or switching to hermetic bags, can have a big impact on the quality and quantity of marketable maize. Don't be afraid to seek out training or advice from local agricultural extension officers or farmer cooperatives. Learning from others and sharing your own experiences can help everyone in your community achieve better results. As you prepare for your next maize harvest, take a moment to assess your current post-harvest practices. Where are your biggest challenges? Which steps could you improve with new tools or techniques? By focusing on these areas, you'll not only increase your profits, you'll also reduce food waste, strengthen your farm business, and contribute to a more secure food supply for your family and community. Remember, successful farming doesn't end at harvest. The journey from field to market is just as important. With smart post-harvest handling, you can ensure that your hard work pays off season after season. Thank you for joining us today to learn about maize post-harvest handling methods for maximum profit. For more tips, success stories, and the latest innovations in agriculture, make sure to stay connected, keep learning, and continue growing with SMART-AGRI Hub.